Why in the morning, family? Yes, today is Tuesday. Our focus is entrepreneurship, and I'm glad and blessed to have amazing gentlemen in studio with me who have turned their passion of art into a business and are making back off it. Yes, you can focus on this. This is a beautiful piece. But before we talk about the piece, I go by the name of Barry Moses, or it's Barry on every social media platform, and the name of the show is Why in the Morning. We do this every single weekday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and our focus today is entrepreneurship. 22162 is our SMS line. Start with the word YM254. Don't forget to leave your name and where you're watching us from. Your views, your comments, and your questions are invited. So it's time for the moment of truth, where I introduce my guests. One of them goes by the name of Sanjay. He's a pencil artist. The piece that you just saw, and he's turned this passion of drawing to a business and is making back off it. The other one goes by the name of Spikes on the street, or Kenny kwa jina ya mama, and is a tattoo artist and has turned this to a business as well. They're going to share this with us as we try to learn the fundamentals and shenanigans of running a business as a youth in Kenya right now. Karibuni sana.
Thank you.
If I missed anything, you can introduce yourself.
I think you got it pretty much right. My name is Kenny, aka Spikes, aka the pierce guy, the tattoo guy.
The piercing guy, the tattoo guy. I missed the piercing part. So you also administer piercings?
Yeah.
All right.
Full body piercings, anyway.
Full body piercings, anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere.
Let's talk about the craziest ones that you've had to do so far
on air
in your line of work. All right. What about you, my brother Sanjay?
Thank you very much. My name is Sanjay Arts. But they are not actually my real names. My real names are Hilary Lusanji.
Hilary Lusanji.
Yeah, I'm a pencil artist, but not mainly pencil, but I also focus on colored pencil, colored artworks, and pen artworks.
All right. Yeah. That's a very beautiful intro. I'd like to start with you. Did you study this in school, by chance?
No, I didn't.
All right. When did you start drawing?
Back when I was still very young, at a very tender age.
Nyinyi ndio mlikuwa mnachora map za geography vizuri kwa class hadi unapewa chalk uchore mwalimu. Right, you were that type of person.
Yeah, I was that.
But you've never been to a fine art school after Form 4?
Yeah, I've never been.
You just taught yourself?
Yeah.
Amazing. Now you're here selling the pieces.
Yeah.
So let me focus on Spikes for a little while. Spikes, before you started experimenting with ink and needles, were you drawing before in other forms?
Yeah.
Pencil art or painting?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I started way back. Since I was a kid, started drawing. I developed the passion when I was really young. Then after high school, I went forward to join Nairobi Uni. Where
you're a comrade?
Yeah, I am.
All right. What did you study in Nairobi University?
Funny thing, I started architecture, but I never got to finish because the units were getting a little bit too high, and my parents could not afford it. So I dropped out of uni. Then started
because of financial issues.
Yeah.
All right.
Then I just started drawing pieces like.
So
painting.
No matter what you would have been on this planet, inge involve kushora.
It will have to involve pencils and rubbers and stuff.
All right. So that's how you chose architecture. You've always loved to draw.
Yeah.
So after you were in financial issues, thinking you were desperate somewhere in Nairobi, what next after?
That's when I met this guy. He's a friend of mine. He was from Germany. And he had lots of tattoos on his arms everywhere and piercings. I was like, this guy looks really nice. I'd like to look like him someday. Then I told him to train me. At first he was a bit
skeptical
about it. Then I kept pestering him.
He lives in Kenya?
No, right now he's back abroad.
But he was living in Kenya during that time? He was living in
Kenya for around like 3 years. So I kept visiting his place at Karen, kept knocking at his door until finally he accepted to train me. He trained me for about a year. Then he gave me the equipment that he was using. He used to draw himself.
After the year, he was drawing on himself.
That guy was crazy, man. He used to like just think of a design and started drawing in his skin.
Have you ever drawn yourself?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm afraid of botching
easy.
my own skin.
It's not easy to draw.
It's not easy. Plus,
Uh-huh.
I'm like that perfectionist. When I'm doing a tat, I want it to come out really nice.
Uh-huh.
And when you're tattooing yourself, chances are you might not deliver.
And your work speaks for itself.
Yeah.
I'd like you to share your Instagram handle so that they can head straight and see what you were talking about when you talk about perfection. Your camera is number 4.
Okay, on IG, we go by the name Kenny_Spikes. And there's Bad Girl Son, who is my main marketer. Pretty big following, about 200k followers on IG. You can find my work there and also on my IG. Basically, we just work with IG.
Up to 200,000 followers on Instagram. Head straight to his Instagram, see his work, see what he's talking about when he talks about perfection. We'll talk about how you're doing business online as well, on social media, how you're using social media to do your business. But let me talk to Sanjay for a while. Sanjay, you have 3 pieces for us today. This aroused a lot of interest from everybody in studio, so maybe we can start with this one. That's why I carried it when I started. Yes. What inspired this and what is it about?
Actually, what inspired me to draw this artwork, it was what the boy child goes through.
The boy child is under siege.
Yeah, under siege.
I wish we brought you here yesterday. Monday is always the boy child's day.
Yeah, so actually, the picture portrays a lot of message. I found the original pic on the internet and just felt that I should draw it because.
How long does it take you to piece up something like this?
Okay.
This in particular.
Okay, that one in particular took me about a week.
About a week.
Yeah, a week. Yeah.
1 week to do this one piece.
Yeah.
All right. A week's what? How much is a week? A week's work. What? How much would you sell this for?
That piece will go for around 7,000.
Around 7,000.
Yeah.
Because the framing is also perfect.
Thank you.
You see you're so much into detail.
Yeah.
Yes, your details are nice. And Mwisho, I will talk about that. All right, let's talk about this right here. I see 2 hands.
Actually, that is also from a real photo, but okay, I titled it "Free Souls," as in I drew it to inspire everybody. The message about the portrait is to tell people to be free in what they do, not.
Right. These are hands.
Yeah, those were the hands.
One person's hands.
Yeah, just one person's hands.
Like this.
Yeah.
What is on top of the hand?
That's a bird.
Oh, that's a bird.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bird.
Yeah, a little bird. It was okay. The message was to tell people, actually, not to be brought down by people on what they say. They should focus on what they want, and they should go for it.
True happiness is within you.
Yeah, true happiness.
Amazing. And I like the details.
Thank you,
my friend. The shadings by pencil as well.
Yeah, just pencil.
Everything is done by pencil.
Everything's pencil.
How long did it take you to fix this up?
This one actually took me about a week.
About a week as well?
Yeah, about a week as well.
So when you wake up in the morning, you start drawing?
Yeah.
Till evening? That's your 9 to 5?
Yeah.
All right. How much does it go for?
This one goes for 9,000 because it's everybody's. Everybody likes this piece. I usually get a lot of DMs on my Instagram
requesting for this.
Yeah, requesting for this.
So sometimes do you duplicate when you get so many orders on one piece?
Actually,
for one piece, rather.
No, I don't duplicate.
So what if I want this particular one and another person wants it? Would you do 2 pieces for us? Like, so he gets one and then I get one.
Yeah, I can do.
That is the duplication I'm talking about.
Actually, it's because nobody has ever asked me to duplicate one for them. Yeah, they actually want the exact piece, the exact frame piece.
Okay, so it's like what is custom made for everyone to fit everyone.
Yeah.
All right. Talking about custom made, I'm guessing you have a booklet of that you show your clients when they come to your store to get tattoos.
Yeah.
All right.
I do.
So, do people come up with ideas, or do you help them to fix? Do you help them to fix, to come up with an idea, or rather?
Okay, it depends on the client, but we do have a portfolio which we take them through. If a client is specific about a certain design that he wants, we can make some adjustments to it. And if he wants a custom-made tattoo, he can give us some time, sit down, then we sketch or come up with a design.
Okay, so sometimes you sketch from scratch.
Yeah.
And the pricing is different when you...
Yeah, it's more different.
When you custom make it like that.
Yeah.
All right, what is the craziest tattoo you've ever got, tattoo request you've ever got from a client? Like, I want this tattoo.
That I'm not so sure I would say on air, but we've done some pretty crazy.
Some pretty crazy.
Yeah.
All right, the screen is the camera is focused on your arms. We can see some tattoos on your arms. You can't be a tattoo artist and not have tattoos. Yeah,
I have so many.
You have so many.
Most of them inside because I'm not the show-off type of person. All my tattoos are meant for just me. All of them have meanings. Like every piece I do on my skin has a meaning on its own. Yeah.
So I'd like to know about this one.
This is
this looks like the Paris thing.
Okay. It's a Celtic knot tattoo. Every knot represents a certain meaning. So when I combine different, it's custom made by the way. I combined different knots to come up with a certain story. So it's pretty deep. It would probably take the whole day to tell about the story, but it's something.
It has a long story behind it.
It does, yeah.
All right. So this in particular, how long would it take you to draw it?
This is a pretty small piece. At most 2 hours.
At most 2 hours for this one.
Yeah.
So in a day you can have up to 10 clients sometimes.
You know, the culture is kind of catching up in Kenya. So we're getting more and more clients every day. So in a day, I would say we, at minimum, 20 clients.
A minimum of 20 clients sometimes. Yeah. So people love ink. The love of ink is inevitable, right?
It has really grown.
It has really grown.
Yeah, it has grown.
Who is the oldest client you've ever had?
There's this guy from abroad. He was about 62 years old.
62-year-old getting a tattoo.
For him, he had so many faded tattoos and stuff. He wanted to re-ink them. He had tattoos all over his body, and they were all faded and stuff. So he came in. We did a touch-up for them.
So tattoos can fade?
Yeah, they do fade with time. Yeah,
they do fade with time because it's ink anyway.
It's ink. Yeah.
All right. There's some Asian writing.
This is a kanji. They're called kanjis. It's just a name that I did in kanji. Yeah.
All right. And there's this one I hear about samurai something. Samurai. What does it involve? Is it Samurai X or Samurai Jack?
Samurai is it's kind of a movement in Asia. The warriors kind of.
Is it a cult?
No, it's not a cult. A cult is way different. Yeah.
All right.
Different. But it's an honor that you're given. If you're a warrior and you're top class, you're given the honor of being a samurai. Yeah.
So people I hear people say, I'm going to get a samurai tattoo. I'm going to get a samurai tattoo. How does it look like? What is it?
Basically symbols.
The symbols.
Particular symbols that represent the samurai culture. Yeah.
So they're going to get samurai. Have you ever done the samurai?
Many
times.
But you know, but in Asia, when you're getting a samurai tattoo, you have to earn it. But guys from around here,
they just get that. Just get it for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever had to fix up any celebrity in form of tattoos or piercing?
Yeah, I've done tats for K Jones.
K Jones, Calligraph Jones.
Yeah.
All right.
Done Mustafa.
Is it true that he alitoa tint?
Well, For the sake of business, we'll discuss him because he's like one of the best clients I've done. I don't want to say anything much about
But
him.
you've fixed up Calligraph Jones.
Yeah.
Who else have you fixed?
Mustafa.
Mustafa has amazing tattoos as well.
Yeah, I've done most of his tattoos. I've done them. And there's some underground artists who are coming up, many of them.
So we are going to get to know them.
Yeah.
And they'll be here like, this is by Spikes.
Yeah.
Spikes.
There's quite a number of them I've done. I've done for DJs also. You know, entertainment and
tattoos go hand in hand.
Yeah.
The industries are symbiotic.
Yeah. So most of them like to show off their tattoos. They want to get tattoos before they go on stage or for a shoot. So we fix them up quick before they go for the shoot.
All right.
And by the way, we also do temporary tattoos.
Tattoos.
Yeah.
How long do they last?
Depends on the way it has been inked. There's one that can go.
So it depends on how you mix your ink.
Yeah. There's one that can go up to a year. There's those that go like a month or 2 weeks. Depends on what you want as a client.
So the temporary nature depends on how you mix the ink, from the mixing of the ink.
And also the procedure itself.
The procedure of drawing.
Of inking, yeah.
All right, of inking.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'll get back to you. I'd like to know, what are some of the challenges of being a pencil artist in Kenya right now at your age?
Okay, at my age, the challenges are so many. Actually, one of them is that I might get a client. He or she tells me to draw her portrait, and then she'll pay me back, of which I'm not sure if she's going to pay or not. But the picture, I'll be done with the portrait, and when they asked how much I charge, I tell them the price, and then they say that it's too high. But
they already requested for a portrait.
Yeah, they requested for a portrait.
They didn't ask for the price before telling you to go ahead to do.
No, they didn't. They just asked for me to draw them, and then they'll pay me back later. And that's not the way I do business. I usually prefer if a client pays the deposit first, and then sends me his or her photo. I can draw it, and then when I deliver it to him or her, he can pay the remaining amount.
So working with a deposit is the best way to beat this challenge.
Yeah.
All right. So there are so many crafty people out there who don't like to support artists.
Yeah.
They just like to take them for granted.
Yes,
tutawamulika kabisa. Another challenge.
Another challenge is that actually on art, these pencil art artworks, there are some materials that as an artist you might need them, but it is difficult sometimes, or you may not find them here in Kenya. So you have to find a way that you can import them, so you can be able to make your work at least even more realistic. So you can be even more detailed. You know, so people will love your work, and then they'll place an order.
All right. Yeah. You have your social media handles.
Yes, I do.
I'd like you to say them first to the people so they can check you out while we carry on with the conversation.
Yeah. You can find me on Facebook by the name @Sanjay. You can also like my Facebook page @Sanjay, on Instagram @_Sanjay, on Twitter @Sanjay.
That's SANJAY.
Yeah.
Right. So Sanjay, I'm guessing you run your business online as well.
Yeah.
You use social media as a platform to get yourself out there and even get clients, right?
Yeah.
How is it? How has social media helped you so far?
Actually, it has helped me a lot because for now I can say some people usually, those who like my artworks, they normally share it with their friends. They tell them that there is a portrait artist who can draw you just the way you are, and you can promote him and such.
And at the click of a button, they can find you.
Yeah.
All right. So you're present online.
Yeah.
Do you have a website so far?
Not yet. Not
You're
yet.
working on that.
Yeah.
All right. But social media is really has come in handy
Yeah.
for the
it's
artists.
handy. Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah. I
All
agree.
right. I'll be back to you. Let me talk to the tattoo artist. My focus now is on the piercings. All right. And piercings. When I think piercings, I think hospitals. I think sterilization. I think health. I think so many things. My imagination goes wild. And I'd like to know, do you have to go through a certain training to be able to administer these piercings?
Yeah. For sure, you have to be.
Did you
trained.
go through this
I
training?
did. Yeah, I did. Like I mentioned before, after leaving the uni, I focused on tattoos and piercings. So I was introduced to the art. Then I was told about what I need to do before it took me like a full year before I even inked someone. Yeah, even did a simple piercing.
So what were you practicing on?
There's different ways to practice. There's pig skin.
Pig skin?
Yeah,
Pig skin is like human skin?
It's just like human skin. You can ink it and it behaves more or less the same like
Alright, so you get pig skin or you get a live pig?
no, there's prepared ones that that come with the kits. That you use
practicing.
For practice.
Okay, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And then there's professional tattoo skins that you can acquire. Then you can also practice.
So you had to train on these for a year before you can.
A full year before I even got to.
Right, who lets you do the first procedure on that?
A friend. A friend who didn't want to pay for it.
Free rand.
Yeah.
Alright.
So he said, I trust your work, man. Let me just get this tattoo. So I was like,
so your first tattoo ever that you ever drew on someone, you didn't get paid for it?
I didn't get paid for it because I also was like putting myself on a test. I wanted to see how it would come out.
You're putting yourself out there.
Yeah. So I remember when I was doing it, I was not sure about anything. Everything I had been taught about like evaporated because now this is a real person. I've been practicing on.
You're in
skills.
The practical world now.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah, but thank God it came out nice, and he liked it and gave me some referrals too. Yeah.
After that. Fast forward, you're situated in the CBD of Nairobi.
Yeah.
You have up to 20 clients in a day. Have you employed anybody?
Yeah, I've employed like 6. We have 2 piercers and 4 tattoo artists.
4 other tattoo artists? Yeah. All right.
Who work under me. We are based in Kenya Cinema. On the 4th floor, we have our studio there. Apart from tattoos, we also do paintings. We work as a crew. We pimp mathries from time to time. And
so it's a big business. It's an empire.
Business. So everyone is like handling something different whenever there's no work in the studio.
All right. What's the name of the umbrella company that runs all these things?
It's called the Black Temple.
The Black Temple.
Yeah.
Why Black Temple? Oh, you're also dressed in black.
Yeah, we're always dressed in black. We're trying to embrace the black culture. You know, when you the first definition you get when you research in the dictionary or anywhere, the definition of dark. It has something to do with evil, dirty, not clean, unclean and stuff. Why? Whilst when you read about white, it has to say holy, holy, clean, and everything. So why this?
Even the names that are associated with black, like black magic, black market.
They are demonizing the black, the word black. So we thought it's about time we change the perception about black.
So you embrace it.
We embrace the black. So we are the Black Temple.
The Black Temple. Powerful. 22162 is our SMS line. Start with the word YM254. Don't forget to leave your name and where you're watching us from. Embrace Black. Word to Spikes. All right, so Spikes, your last remarks to anybody out there who's watching and has a talent and is torn between turning it into a business or going to school or any other thing that is distracting this person.
I would say all you need to do is push yourself. Don't wait for someone to come and push you. It doesn't come easy, but in due time it will come through.
So patience is key.
As long as you have the passion, you just have to be self-driven. School doesn't prepare you for today's society. It only gives you the basics. Like for me, when I dropped out of uni, I was doing architecture, a pretty good career. But now what I'm making is pretty much more
than
what
being
I'll be
employed
making,
for a 9 to
yeah.
5. Are you willing to disclose what you might be making in a day as a company?
In a day, once everyone has worked in our studio, I'm comfortable to say we make up to 80 Gs in a day.
80 Gs in a day, a gross?
Yeah.
A gross of 80?
On a slow day.
On a slow day?
Yeah.
80 grand?
Yeah.
Shish! Usanii inalipa.
Usanii inalipa.
Alright, just carry on with a word of advice. I interrupted you, sorry.
It has to be, you have to be passionate about what you do. I don't remember anyone pushing me to, the farthest I've come, I've been self-driven. So, yes, you might be out of school, don't despair. Focus on what you're good at. Yeah, you'll make it.
Wise words from a decent man right there. Black Temple. Yes, Black Temple is a movement. Asante sana. What about you, my brother? Your last remarks to the people out there, to the artists of any form.
As for me, I'll start off all by saying thank you to all those people who have been my inspiration. Especially there is this one guy called Mr. Gabu. He was actually one of my first clients when I started drawing. And actually, in whatever you do, do it with passion. Don't let anybody bring you down, because you know you know what you want, and you have to go for it. As long as you're patient, persistent, and always pray.
Always pray.
Yeah.
All right. One last thing before you guys go. Are you mentoring people?
Yeah. For the tattoo biz, we're always getting students. Now we are enrolling students who can come and try.
There is also a school.
Man, it's the hustle. Yeah? You have to give back sometimes, but we don't charge. We don't charge for. So anyone who would like to learn the art, you can come in. We, like I said, we have a studio in Kenya Cinema, 4th floor. If your work is good, as a pencil artist or a sketch artist,
so you have to be really good at sketching first, at least.
You don't want to start tattooing and you can't even sketch a simple chicken. Yeah.
All right, back to your social media again, just in case somebody would like that.
Okay, it's Kenny _ Spikes. The second one is at Bad Girl Son. She's pretty popular on social media. I guess you know her. Up to 200k followers. Bad Girl Son. She's our lead marketer. Yeah.
All right. Santeni sana. One thing I like about you guys is that you never took this to school. You never learned this in school. It's your passion that you turned into a business, and now you're making a living off it. You've even employed other people. You're looking to employ people in future, and it's amazing. This is what we need for the future of this country. I appreciate you guys. I might be stopping by to get my first one. I might be stopping by to get my first one. I might be getting a portrait sometime soon for my birthday. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for coming through.
Thank you for the opportunity too.
All right. This has been another segment of Arts, Life and Style on your today's episode of Y in the Morning. Today is Tuesday and we focus on entrepreneurship. Shiko Kaitani and Hilda Wathithi have also lined up some amazing interviews for you guys, so don't go nowhere. We'll be back with some more of Y in the Morning.